righteousness, and thy love is the truth. Preach the truth.
They was raging.
Don't think it's just gonna stay there. So what we're about to see at some point is not going to be a crime anymore. So let's play this. I know it's kind of long, but we're gonna try to get through it.
To our listeners and viewers, we begin today's show with a story that includes graphic details of sexual violence. On October 7th, a 22-year-old black woman in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, escaped from a white man who she says held her captive in his basement for nearly a month, whipping, torturing, and raping her repeatedly. The woman fled and knocked on a neighbor's door for help after the man left the house to take his son to school.
About 7:30 a.m., I faintly heard a young female saying, "Help me."
Lisa Johnson was the first person to encounter the woman and to help rescue her. She told the Excelsior Citizen the woman was nearly naked as she pleaded for help.
It was actually like an S&M dress. It was plastic, black plastic, very short. It wasn't shorts, it was a dress. That's all she had on, and the duct tape around her neck and the collar. And it was restricted. It was a metal collar. It looked like a shot collar, a homemade one at that. I seen her wrists were pretty messed up and her ankles. Asked what she needed. It was obvious. I didn't really have to ask at that point. I just started looking. First thing I did was tell her I was calling the police. That kind of agitated her. She told her that if I called the police, that he would kill both of us if he found out. She said he already killed her two friends that she was with.
The woman who escaped said other black women were killed by her abductor. She's not spoken publicly. She's not been named, but she helped break open a story that the Kansas City police had vehemently denied.
Stop the video.
It's still showing them.
Yeah, but we need to see it on the screen. Yeah, it's not showing online.
All right, stand by. We got technical difficulties with our IT
That's something funny, man. Then you know what's so funny behind that thing? Then you know that there's only one accident that reported.
Yeah.
Right.
White people been doing that for
Forever.
years, man. I'm
Right,
telling
right,
you.
right.
Why you think all these kids being missing, man? I'm
Missing.
telling you.
He kidnapped
Three.
three of them.
Three.
Bet you it was more than that. You ain't
Yeah,
started with
that's
just
probably
three.
what what's reported.
Right.
Because he made collars. So that means
Right.
he did.
Ain't no telling what's under his
Hey,
house.
let me tell you something.
In the
That go
backyard.
right back to what we were saying in class though, about you sisters wanting to prove. Shoot, you don't even really go through the proving process. You just ready to hop on in every Tom and so on and so forth. But a lot of these
A
brothers.
warning to our listeners.
Hey, but a lot of these brothers, their minds aren't right.
Can somebody call Officer Alicia? Like, tell him to come back in here? Because y'all all just looking at each other and it's not getting fixed.
Right.
Number one tech team,
right.
Cap. It's number
Yes.
one. Number
In the
one. Don't
world.
forget that.
In the world.
No, that's
Check
okay.
in the world, bro.
In the world of Israel.
No, they said somebody said
It's just the power to that.
It's the
That's-
power?
it's the
Okay,
power
so
to
let's
that.
play it
Okay.
then. If it's showing, let's play it. Let's play it. Let's play it. We'll look at our phones.
Get in play, y'all. Can y'all just stop
Yeah,
talking and
somebody
play
said
it?
Yeah,
play
the
it.
play button. Just
Can you
press
just
it.
Just click play.
Yeah.
His brother just said.
On October 7th,
Okay,
a
there it is.
22-year-old black woman in Excelsior Springs, Missouri, escaped from a white man who she says held her captive in his basement for nearly a month, whipping, torturing, and raping
Why'd
her
you start at
repeatedly.
the beginning?
The woman fled and knocked on a neighbor's door for help after the man left the house to take his son to school.
And it's not on
Okay.
the screen.
About
Okay.
7:30 a.m.,
Stop.
I
Stop.
Can you
faintly.
stop it?
Stop.
What is the... Hey, listen, what's going on?
How did the video get back to the beginning? See, Alicia, you can't leave for a minute.
Number one tech team, Cap. Don't forget that. You know what I mean? They number one.
So, and why I wanted to play is because they're gonna show the guy's mugshot because they eventually caught him.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
I want y'all to see him because, you know, when our children, God forbid, but not our children, when children take a bag of chips out of the store, the cops treat them like they damn robbed the bank, interrogate them. Kids is crying because you know how when you in the store and a kid will be eating something or whatever, and they walk out. Kids sometimes don't understand the concept of that.
Right.
That's why our parents like, listen, don't touch nothing, don't buy nothing, don't eat
Stay by
nothing.
my side.
Stay right here. Because of that, kids will just see something they like and walk away with it, right? So anyway, but they demonize our children. We played a video where the cops, 7-year-old children, arresting them in the street for a bag of chips.
Right. I remember that.
I remember the lady was like, I'll give the money for the chips. Like, it's not a big deal. They're kids. The cop was like, nope. Putting cuffs on 7-year-olds. But this man, I don't see him on all the news stations. I don't see it going viral.
I was just about to say that.
Why isn't it? The mother effer has been killing black women, and this is for you. When we're in the street teaching you to stop whoring out your daughters, you get mad at us.
Right.
Man.
We're trying to protect your daughters.
Right.
Because I'm thinking, okay, she's 22, got a collar, a little dress on, and it's a lot of these young sisters that we see in the street. You weigh 100 pounds.
Soaking wet.
$110.
A
Yeah.
Negro
You're
could pick you up
advertising.
and throw you into a trunk, and
man.
nobody ever knows.
Yo,
Right.
but Cap, the whole time, what are they doing?
They're
on the phone.
And proud.
They're not paying
Yeah.
attention to their surroundings.
Earbuds in.
Yeah.
Hey,
And now when you go in the stores, most clothes don't even be clothes for kids. It be crop tops and no bras.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what is
But
it?
then they got
And you know what? I just saw a video. So Instagram, you have the if your location is on, they're able to get your IP address and they're able to get your exact location. So some of these young girls, you don't have to even post your location anymore. They can find you through Instagram. So you have these men, these traffickers who are, that's why your kids shouldn't have no Instagram. Your kids shouldn't have no social media.
Nope, no phone.
Right.
You got a damn, like we've had the issue in here. You got a 10-year-old kid on Instagram.
and stop posting your
Like,
kids.
what are you doing? So
Stop posting
what
them.
happens is the trafficker has your IP address, knows where you live, knows what the child looks like. Now you have this car sitting on your street a couple days out the week. You don't think anything of it. That person is coming there waiting to see your child.
Right.
But you know, that happened to me just before I
A
came
lot
in
of
the
stuff
truth.
happens to you.
I know,
A
right?
lot.
Scary.
A
Well,
A lot.
She's like the most interesting woman on the planet.
Nuh-uh.
2 X's, 3 X's, 3 X's.
Yeah, sis, tell your story.
But
sis.
no, just
Next time I
before-
come up in this, since somebody put some alcohol in my tea.
It's like a therapy session.
I know, man. That's my therapy section.
Go ahead, D.
I stayed in the cul-de-sac like just before I moved. I mean, just before I came into the truth, and there was a white van that was outside. And when I came by the living room, I was like, "Y'all don't see that van out there?" Because again, I'm always suspicious of stuff. And they was like, "It's been out there for a while." And I was like, "And y'all ain't like call the police or nothing?" Soon as we call the police, the van moved. I was like, they probably, because again, I'm always suspicious of stuff. They probably got a thing that listens to the police calls.
Yeah.
But soon as I called the police, it
They
got us.
really-
Yes.
Y'all remember
People and all the kids would come to my house because we were at the end of the cul-de-sac, the basketball court. All the kids would be out there. So yes,
Let me tell you
I'm
something. These
telling
devils,
you,
they watch for stuff. That's how kids, they get they're on their way home after school programs. They get taken all the time. These different events they get taken, and you got to think about it. You know how many houses in this country got these young girls in their basements?
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, sex trafficking has not stopped.
it's not
Right.
fair.
Right.
Yeah, I think it is.
They think y'all think it stopped.
Yeah,
It
we
never
talked about
stop.
this yesterday.
Hey.
Sisters came, two moms came with their daughters dressed whorish. We say, "Mom, why you let your daughter dress like you a target and your daughter's a target out here?" Just walked across the street, going to the HBCU homecoming event. Says, "Sis, you need to repent for what you're doing. You're harming your daughter just by having her dressed like that. She's a target out here. Atlanta is one of the biggest hubs for child sex trafficking, organ trafficking, and all that. You don't care, Mom? Walked across the street.
You know why?
Ostriches,
Because
yeah.
the white man ain't told them that it's that their organs and they're being sex trafficked. So when we tell them, or when somebody say, "Look, this is what's happening to you," like you say, this is the people they not gonna hearken unto you. So they ain't hearken to me. So what they gonna listen to you for?
Yep. That's why the Lord said, "Pray not for this people."
One day, I was driving to work, and I was the way where my shop is at. I go past the school zone. It's probably like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. This little girl, no more than about 12, walking by
herself.
And
I've
I'm
seen
like,
that too.
bruh. And she walking past houses and down wooded cut line. I'm like, somebody grab this.
Officer,
You would never know.
in New York,
Yep.
the
Damn.
children get on the train, the bus, 8, 9 years old, be walking to school by themselves. A gang of them, all by themselves.
Yep.
Y'all remember a couple years ago, they found that one white van, and they was like, when the lady was inside it, she was like, you couldn't hear her.
Right.
It was
scream.
soundproof. I
It was
remember that.
sound-
No
I remember
windows,
that. I
No,
remember
nothing. I'm
that.
like, bruh, that was like, to me, the first thing popped in my head. I was like, that's a surgery van, because they said it had real cold air conditioning and metal floors. I'm like, so you can rinse blood out. You cut somebody up in here. It's a table in there. You can't hear them. It's cold. The organs don't, get hot, because that's why she said it got. That's what they were saying. It got real cold air conditioning. And when they showed the inside of it, had all stainless steel floor and a little table in the back. I was like, bro, that's a surgery van. They kill him, catch a nigga real quick, gut him like a fish.
That's it.
Hey, fast forward past when that Edomite woman is talking. Yes, go back a little right before his picture.
But look at him.
Yep.
Taking
Right
it
there.
to
Start right there.
school.
Unquote. But police have since arrested 39-year-old Timothy Hazlitt of Excelsior Springs, Missouri, for kidnapping and torturing the woman who escaped. The Kansas City Defender has reported on his social media posts saying they show the sexual predator was, quote, a white supremacist who believed we are in a race war. For more, we're joined in Kansas City by two guests, Ryan Sorrell, founder of the Black-led independent newspaper, The Kansas City Defender, and Justice Gatson, executive director of the Real Justice Network, a Black woman-led organization based in Kansas City, Missouri. Welcome you both to Democracy Now! I mean, Ryan, your Black-led independent newspaper has been leading the charge on this, as the police department adamantly denied there was any issue until this woman escaped with chains. Can you take us through this story? And not only her story, but she said to the woman who helped her that her friends were killed.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that this is one of the most horrific tragedies that I have ever come across in my lifetime. I know that when we first reported this story, we received it from numerous community members who were making these reports and testimonies, is what we refer to them as. The police department refers to them as rumors, largely because they come from the Black community. But we reported these reports and testimonies in mid to late September. And, rather than reaching out to us to understand and gather more information about where we got this information from, rather than reaching out to the community to understand where these concerns were coming from, the police department, 3 days after we reported this initially, came out and literally just said these are completely unfounded rumors, is what they called them. And as you mentioned, they said that there's no basis to support these claims. And so to me and to us and our community, the number one problem with how the police department handled this situation was that they called it completely unfounded without doing any type of investigation at all. And it seemed, much more like they were actually trying to discredit our community voices and to silence our community voices than to look after what was actually happening in our community. And to us, that's a testament to the type of anti-Blackness that is prevalent in our police department, which is also currently under federal investigation for racism and discrimination. And so once these new revelations...
Stop it. Remember, we did a coverage on the medical field doesn't tend to Black women because they said they have a higher threshold of pain.
Mm-hmm.
The criminal system is doing the same thing. The judicial system does the same thing. All of these different entities are against our people. I'm gonna keep it straight because they're taught not to have a care for the lives of our people because they can witness that we don't have a care for our own lives.
Damn. Oh, so white lives matter.
Because white lives matter.
But when you look at it, sir, you see that the same people that the police and the judicial system prey on us is the same one that Esau, like the one that's in the house, they're preying, everybody preying on us. So that's why they didn't give it any validity. That's why they didn't care, because who's gonna look for the little black girl?
Exactly.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
Everybody's
cares.
literally preying on us.
Yes, nobody cares.
Damn.
Nobody cares.
Why you think? Well, yesterday where we went, you think
Yeah.
they look like people
Right,
who care?
right.
Yep.
Don't care.
Damn.
about that and stuff
Yep.
like that.
And then you know what they're gonna, what they say too. And this is what God has sent his prophets to be the preventative measures, to prevent this from happening.
That's right.
So when we go out into the street and we teach our people to stop dressing this way because you're attracting a certain onlooker, when you dress a certain way, all the men that have this predatory mind, their eyes get fixated on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Then you're walking through these big crowds. This man is following you.
Right.
You don't notice that he's following you. You're in a big sea of 1 million people. You don't notice that. He's watching you get your food. He's watching you walk back to your car. He leaves the little tie on your car to follow you home. He puts the air tag in there to follow you home. And now he might not take you then.
Maybe 2 months down the line.
It might be 2 months down the line.
He got a line of people.
So
he
in
gotta
other
plan
words,
it out.
Pat,
Yeah,
you
he
don't
gotta
even
line
know. You go to those events dressed like that. You just activated all the
Yes.
demons that come against you.
Cap, you in the spirit, man. That's what my mind,
Yep.
because you're gonna have dude that come forward said, I don't know what's come over me.
Right.
The way they dress, dude really gonna say, I don't know what's come. I don't know. I never act like that before.
You know what's crazy? Now okay, how do I put this? Being with like Bishop Kanai's class yesterday, he spoke on a certain type of man yesterday. How some of these brothers have demons, like real demons in the body. So you can imagine the type of demons going on with our brothers outside the body.
Right.
Then you decide to go to an event, dress your breasts out, your front out,
Scantily
your back
clad.
out, scantily clad. You don't know what type of man. You don't know what type of demons these brothers have on them.
Right.
You have no idea the amount of demons and the amount of degradation. Or what's the word I'm looking for? How their minds think. And it's just
Lasciviousness.
defiled. How they're defiled. A lot of these brothers are defiled. But you won't know it. What's going to happen is you're going to see a brother, he look good or whatever. He got big feet, nice skin, and nice teeth. You think he normal. No, he's not normal. He's a demon.
That's just like the brother from the show that raped how many women?
7.
He's
And
an
3
actor, right?
teenagers. Yep.
He's an actor.
Yep.
Good looking brother.
Yes,
He
right,
acts
right,
normal.
right.
And acts normal.
Yep.
Cat.
Let me show you guys something, right? Don't forget your thought. Think about this for a minute. When these people watching porn, they're watching all type of porn.
Yeah.
There's some porn that you force women, like you whip.
Yes.
If you watch stuff like that, you thinking it's not gonna affect you any type of way. You sitting there watching it.
You a fool.
Watching it.
Dark
After a
web.
while, you're gonna exercise. on it.
Right,
That's what
right,
people don't
right,
understand.
right,
That's how
right.
Satan got you. You thinking that's just a you smoking. You think there's nothing of it. Still smoking. Then now you're smoking crack. Put crack in it. You think it's nothing in it. Now they turn off to be
Right.
you turn to be a crackhead. These things have a start. You understand? Then these are spirit and things. People
Right,
don't just
right.
put stuff up. I'm
Yes.
telling y'all, man.
Yes.
People don't just put stuff up
Yeah.
because guess what? Have you ever watched something on YouTube, especially when the brother talking about wildlife IUIC? Sometimes these things designed to get
Yep.
people outside the truth,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they don't just put things up because they're
Yes,
okay,
sir.
wild. No, man, because when you listen to these things put thoughts
In your
In
brain.
your mind.
Yes.
in your
Right.
mind. I'm
Yes.
telling you,
Deacon,
man.
Deacon. And you know it's so heavy. You never hear from these people.
Yeah, man.
The second they leave,
Right,
I left. Yeah.
Right.
It's the same way like certain songs put a certain spirit on you.
Yeah.
Right.
You hear certain songs, you be like, ooh, your shoulders start moving, or you be
Right,
like,
right.
yeah, I'm gonna kill this nigga.
Yeah, real talk.
It's all
talk.
spiritual. You
Evil
can't
communication.
can't take anything into your spirit and don't think there's not gonna be a reaction or
Right.
or effect.
Right.
Everything that goes into your spirit has an effect,
Right.
whether
Right.
it's negative or
Or
positive.
positive.
If it's God's laws,
Right.
it's positive. Anything outside of that, thank you, Kevin Kev. Anything outside of that is gonna be negative. So when you hear Captain Benzine yesterday was teaching, and it was great teaching. he was talking to a brother. He said, "Hey, brother, what kind of music you listen to?" So the guy was like, "I like Baby, a Little Baby, one of the two." He said, "Tell me your best Little Baby song." He said, "My favorite song is this." So Captain Bizarre said, "Hey, brother, pull up the lyrics." So they pull up the lyrics. The first line was like, "My main B do this to me, yada, yada, yada."
Okay.
Captain Bizarre was like, "How is this going to make you view women now?"
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, Cap, you're hearing this all your life, though.
Yeah, man,
You're hearing this
I'm telling
all your life on a rate. Go ahead, Cap.
No. Go ahead.
That was the point. You're hearing this all your life. That's going to get into your spirit, and you're going to become what you're learning. You understand? Yeah. That's what happens.
The Most High
These
say,
video things. What is that you'll buy your kids? What you call it?
The video games?
Yeah,
the virtual reality?
Yep. This thing here, we
Right,
got
right,
something
right.
coming.
Conspiracy.
I'm telling you.
Right,
It was a movie about that too.
Was it Black Mirror?
And it's called Player One, and you get a real bodysuit and you can touch them and really feel and get married and do all that stuff in the game. It's a movie.
No, it's happening right now. As a matter of fact,
Yeah,
I was
it's
watching.
fun.
Sis, that's happening right now. I was watching this
Ask
thing
Captain Amazon about
that Japan, the one who got the
boxing.
technology. Yeah, you saw that?
No, I
That
don't
Japan had the technology now. They was working on it where they're saying that there's gonna be men who don't want no more women because the fact of the matter is they're gonna have porn where it's gonna be like you with a woman.
and they got the doll there with them.
Deacon, if you remember, back in the 90s, they had that in a movie, Demolition Man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember
They had it in
Bro, you
Demolition
don't forget
Man.
nothing, bro.
With Sylvester Stallone.
I don't even remember
just-
that.
was
no
virtual.
movies,
That was
He's
man.
just like that sister over here. He's always got a story, man. He's always got a story for He got that
story. They always got a story thick. They always got the story.
The Lord
But
say,
hey, you know what this reminds me of with the brothers and the sisters trying to sound the alarm. Okay, you got a pedophile. He's murdering our people, whatever. Right now they got on the Netflix the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Yes.
Right? Jeffrey Dahmer, the story show, I'm up to like episode 5 or something like that. But it's showing that people were actually going to the cops, calling the cops, hey, this man is drugging people and bringing them to the gay bar and find him at the
Multiple
gay bar
people.
and drugging people.
And it's
All the
still
cops
there.
let him go.
Yes, all of
Kept
them.
letting him go back.
Even let
And
the
kept
little
letting
boy
him
go
go
back
back.
to him. The little boy too.
Yes,
They let him go
yes,
back
yes,
in there
yes.
after he was drugged and naked.
So one of the men he found, he drugged him. But the grandmother came downstairs and said they took him. No, wait, how does it go?
Which one? Because I'm on episode
Am I
where
mixing it up?
yeah, but the little boy, I think he was
right. The little Spanish kid.
Yeah, him.
The little Spanish kid was groggy, went out the house,
found his way out.
found his way out. The cop found him, and here come Jeffrey. Oh, that's just my boyfriend. He's a little drunk. He was 16 years old, if I'm right. He was 16 years old. The cop just said, all right, just drag him back in the house and let him sober up, basically.
And it was
Crazy.
a dead body in the room of another person. And it smelled like dead things in there. They didn't investigate. He just peeped in the room and he was dead in there.
Hey, real quick. Deuteronomy 20. Deuteronomy 24.
Shout out to Levi.
Deuteronomy 24, verse 7. This is the mindset that we're trying to change because this story is about an Edomite that kidnapped the sister, but oftentimes it's brothers doing it to these sisters. Okay, it's brothers doing it. So here's what God says.
Deuteronomy chapter 24 verse 7. If a man be found stealing any of his brethren of the children of Israel, and maketh merchandise of him, or selleth him, then that thief shall die, and thou shalt put evil away from among you.
That's right.
You know what's funny? It's because the Lord ain't killing some of you wicked ass Israelites.
That's right.
But even then, in the wilderness, when the Lord was killing you wicked ass Israelites, y'all was still being wicked as hell.
Still rebellious.
Still rebellious. Because it is fully ingrained. Listen, it's ordained for many of you to be wicked. It's ordained for the condemnation. It's ordained for many of you. And because there's no place for you in the kingdom of God. So it's for you to be made examples in that lake of fire.
You know what pisses me off too about the women?
Oh, go ahead. Oh, nah, pissed off.
Listen,
Bring it out.
Officer
I ain't the only one. Me and Captain REA.
Y'all get all these warnings day in and day out of how to behave out in public, but y'all still don't listen. Stay off your phone. Pay attention to your surroundings.
That's right.
They want you, black women, to be looking, not paying attention so they can take you in a minute and we don't even know where you at.
Hey, you know what's common now too? And we played it a few times. When the sisters is opening their doors, these men run out of nowhere. And running behind them. But it's not necessarily out of nowhere. Sisters are opening their door like this. Never turn around to see if there's anybody coming.
Right.
Never pick. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So the other day, not the other day, like a week ago, I'm driving. I came home late. So in front of my right before my driveway, I see some blue spray paint. And it's in the dark now. Like, I'm very observant.
In your driveway?
No. On the street, but it's near my driveway. So as you drive up, I noticed some blue spray paint. I said, oh, shit, they about to get me. I said,
not the city finna run a power line.
That was my last thought. Because I had just saw a video in the UK where gang members make signs on the ground in front of your residence, and they all know what the signs mean, like a lot of money, a single parent, not at home a lot. So
why else do evil?
What's fresh in my mind? Spray paint the ground, my house. I said, oh, you want to come get my black ass? Okay. So I'm like, I'm looking.
He's stalking the face.
No,
bruh. I had to jump out and roll into the damn street and do some tactical stuff, but I didn't have the ability to. But that was my mind. So I'm like, oh, they making markings, so they about to come get me.
Damn.
So I said, you know what? Let me drive around and see if I see any markings in front of everybody else's house. So I ain't seen no other markings. I was like, they coming to get my black ass. The last house I go in front of, it had some blue marking too, and I realized it was the power lines.
Damn.
Hey, man. Hey, you got to be on. Hey, stay on point, though. Stay on point.
He said, at least think about it. At least I'm thinking about it.
But my point is, you got to pay attention to everything.
Yep.
Right.
I'm talking about everything. If something is, I remember one time I went home and it was just off because all the lights were off in my house. I was like,
this ain't
So I climbed my fence.
No, you did. Why you just didn't open
007 music.
No, I think I did open it, but I couldn't get it. I had to like climb over to do a whole latch thing. Yeah, I ain't playing games. So I went around the back of my house and I looked in and it was completely dark. I said, well, they got my family tied up inside.
Oh, damn, Cap.
You know they wouldn't have believed you when you said it was your house, right?
A million scenarios.
I'm telling you, you know, we laugh now,
right?
But this shit ain't far fetched.
Serious.
Right.
It ain't far fetched. No, I'm gonna be on point
all the time.
I don't give a. That guy gonna laugh at me. I don't care.
Hey, you know,
but you listen. You ain't gonna catch me slipping, man. God forbid. I say God forbid.
Where was everybody?
Yeah, they was all asleep.
Hey.
Don't be cutting off all these lights.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Hey, do y'all want to talk to?
Oh yeah.
Talk to the brother.
Yeah. What's going on, Levi?
Hey, what do you want, bro? What do you want, bro? What are you doing here? What do you want?
I was listening to the conversation y'all was going into. It's heavy because recently at my place, Friday before Sabbath, a little perpetrator came to ring my doorbell. Now I'm bringing this out because months ago, my wife used to, probably a year ago, months ago, she used to go to the park on her own with the kids. And Bishop counseled me and told me, hey, you know, it's not wise to have her do that when she by herself. So I told her don't do it no more. And now that was months ago. Now we get somebody to ring the doorbell. So I didn't think of it earlier. I thought it was just like a random break-in, but listening to what y'all saying, it might have been deeper than that.
Yeah.
It might have been the dude watching her, stalking her for the kids' sake. So I don't want to say too much because, you know, we call the police who did the investigation and all that. But the point is, women sometimes don't be paying attention.
Sometimes. All the time.
All the time.
Sometimes.
And mind you, the dude rang the doorbell. That's why I think it was more than just a break-in, because he rang the doorbell and nobody answered. He was expecting someone to answer, and then he walked to my backyard.
Whoa!
That's when I knew that wasn't no just random break-in. So what y'all going over is heavy, because I'm bringing this out to Israel because I want people to be mindful with these women, with these kids when they're alone. And this situation is very serious, and I personally think he tried to take one of the kids, or I don't know what his intentions was, but I knew it was more than just a break-in, because again, he rang the doorbell. If he wanted to break in, he would have just went to the back and break the glass and come in. So he rang the doorbell, hoping someone would answer the door. And hey, I'm gonna send you this picture so you can put his ass on blast, Cap.
Oh,
I got
yeah, please do.
I snapshot it on my camera.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it so you can show his ass. But anyways, excuse my language. But
you gotta show his black ashy ass. You right?
Show Israel what's going on, man. It was crazy out there.
But Jerome, this is the thing we tell them, brothers and sisters. Take the time out to search your neighborhood, your community. Right. You better be looking at them websites that they have for these pedophiles. Not everybody registers, but at least you know who's around.
Yeah, right.
You better check it out.
Hey, you'll be surprised how many sexual predators live in your neighborhood, your building, your subdivision. You will be surprised.
They used to have a website where you could do that, and it'll pull up all of the little red
See if you can find it.
They got it. That's what I'm talking about.
It's called Watchdog, is it? Is it called Watchdog?
So.
Or Bulldog? Something dog.
One of y'all get back. See if y'all can find
registered pedophiles in my area, or registered sex offenders.
Somebody said, "Good morning, brothers and sisters. Brothers, blue stands for water. Red means electricity. Orange means sewage, and yellow means natural gas.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you." Thank you.
We appreciate
a week
you.
later, after I scratched up my elbow and my knee from turning like I was damn Rambo.
He had that knowledge. He's hiding it.
He
said, knowing that Cap had problems.
Not even that though. Hey, don't worry about that shit. We don't trust energy man
trust
either.
them lines.
Because a lot of home invasions, they dress up like utility workers.
I don't trust that.
So
to do that.
that blue paint ain't got to be the water department.
man.
That's right.
Hey, because they had
you ain't getting my booty.
Exit only.
What?
You can't have my booty.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
What's the name of the website?
Yeah, Watchdog.
FamilyWatchdog.com.
Just in the vicinity.
So you see our people, listen, our people have a lot of serious mental issues, a lot of sexual deviancy in them. You understand? In and out the truth.
So what he said?
So, huh?
I said, so what he said, blue?
I don't know.
No.
But the point is, brothers and sisters,
I know.
Calm down. The point is, a lot of our people got these issues, and you don't know who's who. You go out to the park, you let your kids run out in the park, you don't know who's the pedophile. You don't know they're going to snatch your kids up, take pictures of them, put them on some porn website. You don't know.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, Cap,
can we see what's
I'm sorry, Carmela. You know what's so heavy, though, Cap, about what you said is, we always say, these damn people tend to think that these guys are doing life in prison. They have a release date.
Right.
You understand? That's the point.
They're coming back.
They're coming back on the streets. So,
is this around here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's around here.
Can we see
That's
what's
Riverdale?
Can we see what's close to the school?
That's Atlanta Airport.
Huh?
This is Riverdale.
Go close to the school.
Yeah, the airport
Put our address in and see what happens.
That's just a few.
That's a lot of shots.
And this is just the ones that are registered.
Right.
In other words, they got caught, then they have to go to court and register, right?
Right.
But guess what?
Sometimes they evade.
Sometimes they either evade or they just ain't get caught yet.
They don't register where they go.
Because
they're not caught yet.
A brother we just put out, he was arrested 2 more times for failure to register.
I was say they don't register where they go at.
Yep. And we just sent the picture that Officer Jeraham sent, or Soldier Jeraham sent. Hey, listen.
So the blue
So these are little things that we have to do as far as preventative and protective measures. So you have your child riding their bike up and down your street
in the little shorts.
In the little shorts. And I see it all the time in my subdivision. You see little cute kids and they're riding their bikes and they're way down from their house. Way down from their house. And I'm like, my mind, I'm like, shoot, hell nah. But Most parents have never looked up predators in their area, have never done it. Now, I'm going to give you an example. So there's a couple that did a video. They were at the Atlanta airport. They just landed. They're in baggage claim. Sis is standing there with the stroller. The husband is over here getting bags. A woman comes up and saying, "Oh, how cute is your child? Coochie coochie cool." So the woman is like, "Okay," but she said the woman who's saying the child is cute looked a little off. So she never took her hand off the stroller while the woman is talking. The woman tries to grab the baby. This is in the Atlanta airport baggage claim, broad daylight. She's trying to pull the child from the mother's grip, but the mother had her hand on the stroller already.
12 o'clock in the daytime.
Trying to pull and take the... You've seen Atlanta Airport, how packed it is. Atlanta Airport has hundreds of thousands of people going through there, probably millions a day.
Right.
She tried to snatch the child in broad daylight.
Probably had a car waiting right there at that, because the glass doors right there by the.
Because here's the thing: if you in baggage claim hanging out, because you see people there, but you don't know if they're waiting for somebody. So if you're there, you'll say, "Okay, somebody just came out. Bring the car around."
Right.
Just like how you call somebody, like, "Yeah, I just landed."
Right.
Same thing. So now they come out of the parking lot. They drive up. They'll say, "Okay, I'm in front." That's when they make their move. Grab your kid
and keep it moving.
And listen, right when you leave that airport, it's 4 directions you can go.
Right. They ain't even got to go far. Loop right around the airport.
The Delta side don't have the police there like it does on the north side.
Yep.
So it'll be forever before the police even. You got 4 highways within like 2 minutes. Once you grab that child,
you out.
Man, 85, 75.
Can we zoom in on this demon's face?
Put it on the screen, y'all. Wow. Yeah, zoom in on his face.
Hey, Cap, it's heavy you said that because dude came broad daylight. If you look at the picture, it wasn't no nighttime.
Broad daylight.
That's his car back there in the back?
Yep. That's his car. Had a getaway car ready to go down the hill, down like a driveway.
Wow.
Hey, zoom in anymore.
Hey, it's heavy you say that, Jerome, because there's been a lot of crazy.
And they don't give a damn about them ring cameras.
I was just gonna say that. They coming right up. Well, they call it bipping. Break the glass. Get whatever's in the car, either steal the car itself or either come into the house. But yeah, I'm seeing rings catching all this. They don't give a damn.
They don't care.
Atlanta,
Nigga look crazy too.
He look crazy.
He's on a mission.
They out there open.
And we know he got at least 23 demons?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.